All right, so we just did the Holden video, and now we're going to be going over the sister being Hoyan. And let's go ahead and check out what I am currently running with my Hoyan. So it's very similar to Holden, is that you want, instead of defense for Holden in comparison to Hoyan, you want her HP to be higher because it allows her to do more and more damage with her skills, mainly with her like massive skill 3 if you level that up all the way, because for every 10% of your max HP loss, you increase your damage output. So that is ideal when it comes to her, meaning you want that HP stat to be as high as possible. At the moment, this is what I'm rocking with. I do have Harvest at, what do I have it at? I have my Harvest at level 8. So meaning that when my HP is above 50%, I'm going to ignore 30% of the enemy's defense. This isn't necessarily the best set. It's just what I'm able to get to at this current point in the game. Ideally, you want Fury here because it's just the better set for her. Skill 1 is also very good, being able to inflict wound. And what wound does exactly is that it prevents the enemy from being healed or revived. It's one of those two, but she's very, very strong. So we are going to go ahead and take on a couple teams. We have 2 opportunities. We'll increase that to 3. So we'll have 3 games here with this, ideally the team I want to be using. We have a great team to go up against right here with a Heinrich and a Romoka, and see the overall damage output capabilities Hoyan is going to be able to provide. So we're going to take those 2 out. We're going to put you here, and then we are going to be running Linguo. So we have a single DPS character, 2 supports, and 1 healer. And let's go ahead and see just how this is going to go. So we're going to skill 2 on Hoyan to get her damage up a little bit, and we are going to first take on Kraken, doing a decent amount of damage. We want to get our immunity up, so we're going to be using skill 3. We're not healing obviously, but we just want that up. Now we're going to be boosting our own individual attack. Decent amount of damage there. Go ahead, he's going to use skill 3 with Heinrich. Hardly any damage, very good. Romoka skill 3, AoE, single target. Decent amount of damage there as well. Now we are going to be using skill 3 with Lily, maybe taking the Kraken out. Kraken is out, and Leon is out. That's actually very good. So now I want to damage boost, and the bigger threat is probably the Romoka. Now, are we going to kill? Most likely not, but because of her HP where it's at right now, I still wish I can see the exact numbers, but we're going to do that on Romoka. Decent amount of damage. Now we're just going to heal all of it, or quite a bit, back when our turn inevitably does come back around. We're going to be boosting our own HP or our defense. So now she's almost dead, which is actually good. Boom. Decent amount of damage. Single target. Okay. Now we are going to be using skill 1 on Romoka. Inflict that wound. And now it's just like an instance where, okay, like how are we going to be doing the damage? So maybe we can kill Romoka here with the skill 1. Yeah, all right. Nope, unfortunately not. That's not a big deal though. We do get some healing with Linguo. So that's the thing. Mainly with Hoyan more so than Holden is you want damage, or you want healing. Decent amount of damage right there. Good crits. Take out Romoka, and now it's just game at this point. We'll get some more healing to increase our HP. Back up. Go ahead and increase our attack right here, and yeah, it's just game. I do think that Hoyan is a little slower in general compared to Holden, just because Holden has the longevity capabilities that Hoyan necessarily doesn't. And the issue with Hoyan mainly is that they shadow nerfed her when she was initially released, which definitely hurt her overall capabilities a lot, and it's very, very, very noticeable. And because of that, I actually don't feel comfortable taking on strong teams compared to Holden. Holden, like this team right here, I'd feel comfortable taking on with Holden because I know he'd be able to hold his own. Hoyan, whereas damage output, she could probably output a little bit more. It's just not viable. This is a good team right here actually to take on. So we'll do that. We have a counter Hoyan. We also have Leanne and we have Rosa. But one thing to note is that there's only one healer and 3 DPS. There's no support. So this is a good instance where we can get Hoyan to really shine. So the target right here is going to be the Ling Wo. Decent amount of damage. We don't want to get too much. That's fine. Go ahead and get the prayer going. Now we're going to be using the AoE to get our overall attack up. Decent amount of damage. And skill 3, that's fine. That's good because it's not going to be really, that big of a problem. It only would have been worse if she had, taken more HP, honestly. So skill 3 here, decent amount of damage. Again, our priority is the Ling Wo, but because that we have our healer up, we can go ahead and do the max damage. Decent amount of damage right there, actually. Now we're going to get the healing. Good. Let's go ahead and boost our own defense. Lily is going to go. We're going to... Okay, we got our follow-up, which is good. Follow-up. Now... kill. Dang. Okay. It's still a decent amount, though. Alright, now we are going to kill the healer. Okay, cool. Now we're in the driver's seat. We can see here that Hoyan is getting hit a lot. That's fine. Now we're going to go up against the Rosa. Decent amount of damage right there. Go ahead. Now we're just playing for the type advantage at this point. Only just not when it comes to their Hoyan, but that's fine. So we're going to go ahead and take Rosa out. Boom. Almost dead. Very good. Yeah, that's fine. Get your all that stuff. Now heal. Stupid amounts of healing. And then we're going to get our AoE. Increase our own damage output. Again, this is... Now, is it really showcasing what the characters are able to do overall? No. But what we're doing is just giving an example of their overall capability. So we can see there that enemy Hoyan was about to die. And then boom. So go ahead and get the AoE heal. Very nice. Okay, now kill. Boom. Dead. Dead. At this point, doesn't matter what we do. We can just see that even our Lily is doing stupid amounts of damage. And we almost just killed there. So, like I said, Hoyan's okay. I'm very disappointed more so with her than Holden because of the fact that I was more excited for Hoyan when she initially was revealed and all of her information, but the fact that she got nerfed is a little bit of a bummer. So I'm more focused on trying to get her to look really good and trying to find that perfect best team for her. But in the time being, Holden is probably better. By probably, I mean he is, but I'm very determined to get Hoyan looking real good.